So normally after a pretty big downpour, you don't want to mow the grass, right? It's going to be wet, your mower might be heavy, and it might make some ruts in the lawn. But today, after a big rain, I'm deciding to mow the grass, and here's why. So as some people know, I have a gas and an electric lawnmower. One of the huge benefits to an electric lawnmower is that it is light. It is not heavy. So that's a good and a bad, obviously, in different situations. But in days like today, the grass is so long it needs to be mowed. And though it's not sopping wet, I can still get out on it with my electric lawnmower because I know it's gonna kind of glide on top a little bit. I'll still get my mow in and it won't do any damage to the lawn. So, should you mow after a big rainstorm and your grass is a little wet? Let's see. You can see a pretty good difference in cut height here. On the left, it is not cut yet. On the right, it is. Needless to say, I couldn't let that go another 2 or 3 days over the weekend without being cut. Otherwise, I would definitely be breaking the 1/3 rule. But here's the issue with cutting the lawn when it's wet. It creates these clumps of grass right here that are very hard to get up. So what do you do with this? All you gotta do is make sure they don't stay in clumps on top of the lawn, otherwise your grass will suffocate. So what I do is I just take my blower when I'm done. They're dried out a little bit by that time from the sun, and they will just dissipate throughout the lawn, just like normal grass clippings. So you can see walking down this side of the yard, I do have a lot of this where the clippings are going into where the wheels were. All I'm doing is taking my blower and blowing this out. What that does is it makes the clippings scatter throughout the lawn, and it also makes the grass stand a little bit more upright so it can dry out. The other thing that I try and stay conscious of when mowing a wet lawn is just to kind of get on and off, because the longer you're on it, if it is decently wet, it's going to mat down and then it's going to suffocate itself. So just make it a get on, get off type of situation. By no means am I promoting mowing your grass when it's wet, but look at how this is popping. I got the sun behind me and the lawn is a little wet. I mean, does it pop any more than that? I don't know if it does. Easy peasy. You can still mow the lawn without doing damage.